Good morning, ma'am. This is the mock interview for Mr. James Datuin being interviewed by me. So, sir, good morning.
Good
James
morning.
Datuin. So, first, introduce yourself.
My name is James Samuel
Mhm.
Datuin. I am 19 years old and I was born in Mindanao, but I was raised in Manila. And I'm currently studying in Bethany Baptist Academy, Makati as a grade 12 UMS student.
Thank you. So, why do you want to work in psychology in our office?
Because I want to learn more about patients and people in
Mm.
the hospitals and how the staff and workers function as a whole and how they treat their patients, how they communicate, how they talk, and how they interact.
Mm, okay, thank you. So James, based on your here in your resume, in your extracurricular, how can you relate it in what you're going to apply for in this work?
Can you repeat the question?
Based on your based on your extracurricular, how can you relate this in psychiatric work?
I grew up in the middle class. Extracurricular is joining National Student Convention.
Yes.
And how can I relate it to psychology or psychiatrical work? Is I know how to communicate or interact with a diverse group of people
Mm.
with different ethical culture and conditions and
Okay.
languages. So, yes, I think that's the most proper answer for that
Mm.
question.
Thank you. So can you give me like a you have a lot of work experience. Okay, so can you give me like how can how these experiences can you use it in psychiatric work?
Yes, especially my work is connecting to a lot of people, and that's the main function of psychology. How do you study the human behavior? How would you respond to this type of reactions? How would you control their emotions? And that's one of the strengths that I have,
Yeah.
and I can relate both works in psychology because my work is communicating with people, interacting with people, and knowing what are their likes and don'ts. So yes,
Okay, so uh, as you apply in our office, what do you expect in working with us?
I expect to learn formal ways
Mm.
and proper uniform, proper way of addressing problems, especially in the hospital. You can't just do what you know. You need to learn. You need to learn proper action, proper addresses to people,
Mm.
authority. You need to learn punctuation and proper time schedules. Especially in the hospital, your time is not your own. You have to follow proper schedules. You need to be punctual. You need to be dressed properly, and all of those things. You need to learn proper measures. I expect to learn proper measures.
Okay. So, final question. How do you deal, for example, there's a client whose problem is very complicated. Like you're counseling that person and his problem or her problem is very complicated. How can you deal with that kind of problem?
I don't know. Wait lang. Sabi ko kay ma'am. Talking to a person with a very complicated problem, I think in some situations there is really no solution if you don't really know how to handle it.
Okay.
But one thing would help is that you need to really talk to that person deeply and you need to identify what is the root cause. And by there, you start to think,
Mm.
is there a solution to this problem, the root cause? Is there a solution? Is there a way of fixing it? If not, if there's no way of fixing it, is there a way to
Mm.
is there a way to lessen the problem? And if not, if you can't give solutions or countermeasures to that problem, I think the best way is to refer him or her to a different counselor.
Okay.
Yes.
So, thank you. So, do you have any questions
No, I don't.
about our
No.
office, our firm?
No, I don't.
How much salary are you expecting?
No, I'm not expecting any
Oh,
salary,
oh.
but I think
100,000? Okay, so thank you for that, Mr. James.
wait,
Thank you
I-
po.